Blessings, Monica. Blessings, blessings. Woo. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Step into the... Hey, sweetie. Hey, Barbie. Oh, Jesus, baby. Listen. Step into the joy of the Lord. Hopefully y'all about to step into some joy for what I'm about to release and what I'm about to share with you all. If you know anybody that is being evicted right now, I want you to pull them into this room. I want you to pull them into this live. If you know anybody going through eviction, they're about to get put out, their car is about to be repossessed, whatever it is, if you know anybody, I don't care if you was in a live and they were talking about they getting evicted or they about to get put out or they can't pay their bills, I want you to pull those people inside of this room. I want you to start tagging them in this room. Anybody that you know that's going through an eviction, they've been telling you, oh, I'm going through this, I'm about to lose this, I can't pay any bills. I want you to tag those individuals inside of this room. I want to help bring insight and clarity to what God is about to do and what God is doing right now. A lot of us are hearing people say, I just saw a woman, I watch her videos and she says that she's been asking people for money because she's going through an eviction, and she shared the letter that she received from having to leave her house. And she said, I don't know if you all thought I was playing, but I was dead serious. And she was just talking about how she's been asking for money to pay her bills. So I would like for you all to start tagging people inside of the room that is going through an eviction, that's going through a repossession, they're getting put out, they have a loss of job, but you know they've been walking with God, you know they've been serving God, whether they can pay their bills or not. I want you to tag these people inside of the room. I want you to draw everybody in that cannot pay their bills, that are about to be evicted, that's going through repossession, and you know that they're serving God, you know that they're walking with God. I want you to bring those people inside of the room. I want you to tag them inside of the room. So I'm gonna give everybody a little time to come in. Blessings, Tiara. If you know anybody that's going through an eviction, going through a repossession, and you know that they're serving God, they're walking with God, they're obeying God, they're walking in leadership. Maybe they don't know they're walking in leadership, but you know that they serve God, and they're going through an eviction or repossession. They're about to get put out, they can't pay their bills, and they've been on these social media sites and they've been asking for money, they've been asking for help. I want you to tag these people inside of this room. I want you to bring the people inside of the room. If God is telling these people to move, if God is saying it's time to go from one place to the next, God is saying it's time to shift from a different city or state, I want you to tag these people inside of the room. And I'm about to bring some clarity. This is why the song says, step into the joy of the Lord. This is what you call freedom. So God is saying, bring everybody in that's going through a situation where it comes down to you moving. You've been unsettled. You've been moving from house to house. You have not been able to be stable. Every time it looks like something is about to work out for you, stuff started falling apart. I want you to bring these people inside this room. I want you to tag them in. I want you to share this live. I never tell you all to share the live. I never tell you all to bring anybody in. I'm requiring you to do this. Send the people in that you know that have been on here that's walking with God, and they can't pay their bills and they're about to be evicted, and God is telling these people to move from one destination to the next. Come on, Patty. I want you to bring some more people in. We know many of people who've called us, who we've seen on these social media platforms where they're saying, God is saying, I have to move, I have to go, I can't stay here, I'm about to be evicted, I gotta quit my job. Any of these people's rooms that you have been in, I want you to draw them into this room. I want you to tag them in this room. I want you to like, share, and comment. I want you to share this live. Do you hear me? I know I do not come in here and tell nobody to share no live, but I'm feeling an urgency to do this. I have been told I have to move. This is different. This one is different. This move is different. This move is different. What's so funny is God brought me a spouse. And I was ready to settle down and say, okay, it's time to settle down. And God is saying it's not time to settle down. It's time to get on the road. It's time for traveling ministry. A lot of you all are about to be traveling and you don't understand this. You are about to go. God is connecting you with people so that you can be boots on the ground. You're about to go out on an assignment, on a mission. This is why you cannot have nowhere to stay. Some of you all are like, I don't even know where to stay. I'm going to share my testimony. For instance, God has told me to go to several states. He has told me to go to about 4 or 5 states, y'all. So with that being said, that means that there is no house. That means that it's about to be hotel, Airbnb, and sleeping in trucks. That's what that means. That's what that means. The fact that he gave me 4 or 5 locations at one time. This means it is not time to sit down. God is connecting you with people who are doing what you are doing. They are on the go. They are on the road. They got to get to the next place. Is anybody hearing me? Somebody doing beauty spells on me. I got a bump right there. I don't know where it came from. I never get a bump right there. So when I say they doing witchcraft, I can't stay nowhere naughty. I gotta go. I gotta go from one state to the next state. He's already given me my path that I need to go. I just went to Memphis. I'll be in Chicago on the 16th. I have to stay for almost a week in Chicago. Every time I look at this Kanika video, every time a Kanika video come across my screen, it shows me exactly why I need to go to that state. So when I say I'm not going to these states just so I can go sit down and beg and look pretty, no, I'm being sent to these places. So I'm on my way to Chicago come December 16th. I will be boots on the ground, feet on the ground, and I will be towards downtown. I don't know what's downtown, but God is sending me downtown. So I have to go there. I will be all the way in Washington. I will have to go to California. I have like 5 or 6 states that I have to go to, and God is sending me people to go with me. People are having to get boots on the ground with me. I wanted you all to tag the people in who are being evicted right now. And you know they walk with God. They come on here and they encourage you, they uplift you, they read the Bible, they've been doing Bible study, they've been faithful and consistent. And now all of a sudden, all hell is breaking loose in their life. They cannot pay a bill. They're about to get evicted out their houses. This is because God is pushing you out. If you do not understand, you're being sent out on an mission. God is even telling some of you all to put your kids in homeschool. When he say put your kids in homeschool, this is not for everybody. This is for the people who are about to be traveling for God. This is for the people who finna be on the road. I have been sent so many people who are telling me I have to move to this. I got people coming to Austin. I got people coming closer to where I am because they're about to be on the road with me. So when I say we're about to be sent out, we're about to go. I got people, literally, God is sending these people to me. They are connecting to me and they're like, Dr. D, I'm about to get evicted. Come on, baby. Where is God telling you to go? I'm on my way to Texas. Well, come on, because I'm finna leave Texas. I'm on my way to get to where God is telling me to go. So God is saying you have to homeschool your children. You're going to have to be able to leave these kids somewhere, or some of you all will bring the kids with you, but you're going to have to leave these kids somewhere and they still going to be going to school, homeschool. So this is only for the people who are about to answer this call for God. When you answer this call for God, I promise you what you're about to walk into, people about to put checks in your hand. People about to write out checks. People about to give you stuff. I'm talking about it's finna be abundantly. People about to give you vehicles. They about to give you houses. You about to get some deeds, some keys, and some checks in your hand. If you answer this call and set your kids up to go to homeschool, God was not telling everybody to go to homeschool. I'm pulling my kids out right now, registering them into homeschool. I had to come and do this quick video so that I can give insight and clarity. Come in. So that I can give insight and clarity of what God is talking about and who God is talking to. I'm literally enrolling my kids in homeschool right now. Literally. And I'm literally leaving them so that I can go on this journey to these few states that God is about to send me on. If you answer this call right now and do not look at what you cannot do and what you do not have, if you give God a yes, I promise you, God is about to exalt you so fast. When I say I'm talking about all I hear is keys jingling in my ear. All I see is deeds being written out. People about to give you some stuff when you give God this yes. I see checks being written out as I'm talking to you. When we go to these different states, we are about to run into people who's going, what are you all doing? Oh, let me give you a van. Oh, let me give you this house to stay in. Oh, let me write you this check for your man. When I tell you, when you give God this yes, when you give God this yes, I got to come share this because you ain't the only one God saying it's time to go. It's time to move. It's time to get on the road. You're not the only one God is saying, I need you to put your kids up and I need you to homeschool your children. I'm sitting here like, God, where do you want me to go? The man literally want to give me the house. This ain't the time for me to get a house and sit still. This is the time for me to go where God is telling me to go. I just had somebody on my intercession team who came back. to my ministry who just blocked us overnight. All I asked her was, can you travel? I said, I need you to be over the intercession, all the intercession team. This is all I told the young lady. I said, last time I had to get you out my ministry was because you did not want to trust God. You wanted to trust a man in your job. I said, now you have a man and the man don't want you to work. But when God didn't want you to work, you didn't want to work. You still wanted to work. You couldn't trust God. God is sending, he calling people and he replacing people in seconds. Do you hear me? People have a choice to settle for what they have. You got a choice to settle for a man and a job in a house. You got a choice to settle for just what you have. You have a choice. I could have just settled. When I tell you my spirit, my soul, my heart won't let me settle. My heart won't let me settle. It don't matter how much I want to be in this relationship with this man. It don't matter how much I want to go move into Arlington. It don't matter how much I want to go do the opposite. My heart, my spirit, and my soul won't let me go against God. It won't let me, it won't let me disobey him. So I literally have so many stops to go. I've been sitting here seeking God, like, what state you want me to go to? He done already gave me the states, Patty. Trump done already cleared the way. He done already sent the armed forces, the guards, to go out and clear and bring order in certain states. I got to go to all these states. And God said, leave the kids. They got to be homeschooled. So if God has been talking to you all about moving, about traveling, about going to ministry, he has not given you a set state, but he comes to giving you states. I just been sitting here standing still. I've been making boxes, but I've been standing still because I'm like, God, where you want me to go? I tried to apply for that house last night, y'all, that I know the man would give me the house. When I tell you my Zillow account, all it keep telling me is change your password. This is when God blocks stuff. Some of y'all stuff being blocked and you don't understand it. It's being blocked because that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm trying to apply for the house in Arlington, y'all. I know the man want to give me the house. Every time I go on Zillow to hit apply, it says change your password. It don't matter what device I use. I've never went through this before. I said, okay, God, I understand. I have not moved. I do not move until I get clarity. I do not move until God say so. So the fact that he had already told me this state, that state, this state, that state, this state, I'm sitting here like, and all I feel the urgency to do is take my passport. That's all I feel the urgency to do is to take my passport with me. I don't feel the urgency to take no clothes with me. I don't feel of course I got to take a suitcase, but I'm about to go to Nike and I'm about to go get me some sweats. I'm getting me some coats that I got in my closet, some sweats and some boots. And I'm finna pack it in a suitcase. And I'm finna go forth with my passport. So after I finish going to these few states, whichever way God sent me, I'm gone. I'm gone. This is the place that you got to be in. When you all say, I want more God, I want to walk with God, I'm trying to do this with God, baby, this is the life. Now, all my journey, I've been able to pull my kids out of school and take them with me. This is the first time God said they need to be homeschooled. So God is saying, leave the children. He's preparing a place for them to go. So the kids are going to be in a place where they can still go to school. They're going to be okay. They're going to be in a safe place. And God is about to send you forth. A lot of y'all being replaced because y'all have y'all spouses, y'all have a job, y'all have a house. And you told God you wanted more. And God said, come and do full-time ministry. I need you to start traveling. If you do not sacrifice these things, I told God yesterday, I said, I sacrificed this man that you just sent me. I sacrifice him. Even though we had already agreed that I'm finna be traveling because he on the road too, he understood. He said, go obey God. So even though I had to get in a mindset to say I sacrifice it, I don't have to have it. It's only when you don't have to have it is when God will give it to you. So if you sitting right here sacrificing your yes to God because you holding on to a job or a spouse or a house or some kids who about to complete school, you are literally finna walk in disobedience. Anything goes when you walk in disobedience. That means everything that you just told God no for, you can lose it. When I say your house is about to crumble, it's about to shake. When you tell God no, because you're not willing to sacrifice it. When I say I literally sowed so many seeds this morning, y'all, but it was this one seed I sowed, the breaker seed. Ooh, Jesus. When I sowed that seed this morning, that breaker seed, it made me cry. I started crying. Something broke, and something inside of you got to break. You got to be willing to give everything for God. You can't say you know child of God. You can't say you know woman or man of God. When as soon as you get one thing, you will say no to God. God didn't say no to you. He gave his son. This sacrifice finna hurt, baby. This a sacrificial seed. This everything you've been asking for. This everything you've been waiting for. This everything God has promised you. Will you sacrifice it all to obey God? Will you sacrifice it all to obey God? Baby, this ain't for the weak. This ain't for the weak, baby. Let me tell you something. You ain't the only one got kids in school. I got 2 in school. I got to put in homeschool right now. Baby, you're going to have to put your kids in homeschool, and you're going to have to leave them with who God has said you need to leave them with. I literally got to leave my kids. They're going to all be together, though. I'm grateful. But they finna be homeschooled for free. And I'm finna go obey God. And this sacrifice to go serve, to go do what God telling you to do, baby, I promise you, it's finna be pressed down, shaken together, and runneth over. See, this the stuff people don't want to do. I had a conversation with somebody. I told y'all I had members who been with me for almost 2 years, and they said they were tired of waiting on God. Soon as a man came in their life and put a ring on their finger, they literally said, God said he was a warlock. I need to sacrifice him. Instead of them believing what God said, they married them people. They moved with them people. I ain't never, if God tell me this person a warlock or vampire, baby, I don't care how long I've been waiting on God. I'm not settling for no warlock, no vampire, no demon, no narcissist, for nobody to control me. I'm going to sacrifice that. Baby, it's only when you can sacrifice it when God will give it to you. What is it that you're not willing to give God? That's your God. If you're not willing to give God your kids, when God say sacrifice them kids to obey me, if you're not willing to give God them kids, baby, that's your God. If you're not willing to sacrifice that job for God to go obey him, baby, that's your God. If you're not willing to sacrifice that relationship, baby, that's your God. You idolizing it. You just told God no to be in a relationship, to keep a job. Who does that? Who tells God no? You gotta be a fool. I'm literally driving 4 hours. Y'all went all the way to Arlington yesterday and seen their house. It got the pool. This is everything I asked for. The man that God sent me, he was like, yes, that's the house. Let's get it. I go see it. I hadn't talked to the man in 2 days. I said, this is nobody but God. He ain't supposed to answer the phone. He ain't supposed to talk to me, because literally I was just finna go settle for everything I asked for. The spouse who was understanding to me walking with God. The house with the pool that I'm asking God for, in the great neighborhood with the great schools. See, some of y'all would have been like, I've been waiting for this. I've been asking God for this. God gonna present it to you. But will you take it to stop walking with me? Because remember, this ain't the time to sit down. This the time to build and take territory. God said, go possess the land. What season are you in? What verse are you in? What chapter are you in? What book are you in? This is the time to possess the land. You can't possess no land sitting still. You can't possess no land sitting in no house working at no job. You can't possess no land sitting in no house with a spouse. I'm in the season of Deuteronomy 1. God said, I just established you. I accepted you as my people, as my chosen one, as my chosen generation. I just accepted you as my family into the kingdom. Go out and possess the land, child. Go to the mountains. Go to the valleys. Go to the seashores. Go to the hills. Go possess the land. If God is not sending you to take territory, he hadn't established you yet. Stay in the place that you're in. Keep growing. Keep trusting God. Stay on the way. But if God is telling you to move and pack up right now, if God is talking to you about your kids going to school from home, baby, go possess your land. You've been laboring for this. You've been sacrificing for this. You've been praying for this. You've been waiting on your turn. You've been waiting your time. You've been waiting for this. God said, go forth. Go possess the land. I had to come on here and I had to share this, baby, because you're not alone. You ain't the only one had to sacrifice what you've been waiting on. Just know that sacrifice, baby, that was just a mirage. That was just 10% of what God wanted to give you. Some of y'all selling y'all soul for 10% of what God wanted to give you. I promise you it's bigger and better than that. I promise you the reward gonna be mighty and great. I promise you it's about to be big. I promise you it's about to be gigantic. I promise you this sacrifice, you about to sacrifice for 10%. When God's saying, go possess the land. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the land, the earth. God about to give you the earth. You about to get everything. And some of us finna look at, oh, there go my ring. He finna marry me. Oh, there go my house. Oh, there go the house with the pool in the backyard. Oh, there go the G-Wagon. Oh, there go the Lamborghini. Oh, I'm about to meet the parents. Oh, all that just was presented to me. All that just, baby, my spirit and my soul won't let me settle for God. My spirit and my soul won't let me say no to God. My spirit and my soul won't say I'm tired. I ain't tired yet. I don't know about you, baby, but I'm not tired yet. I've been laboring too long. I've been on this app for almost 2 years. And thank God it just took 2 years. And God said, go possess the land. It's not even January yet. And God said, go get everything you've been laboring for. You about to take back everything that's been stolen. That big people about to come and meet you where you about to be at. I ain't going to these places for nothing. I'm about to go meet millionaires and billionaires. They about to give me vans. They about to give me keys and deeds. They about to give me checks, baby. This is your portion. Go forth and possess the land. I don't care if you just start walking with God. I don't care if you just left your sin. I don't care if you just got baptized. I don't care if you don't know the whole Bible. I don't care if you can't speak in tongues. God said, go possess the land. Go possess the land. God finna bless you because people who been laboring, people who been praying, they just settled for the 10%. They just settled for all that they wanted. They just got a spouse and that's all they wanted. They just got a house and that's all they wanted. They just got a ring. That's all they wanted. They just got the truck or the car that they wanted and that was all they wanted. And they settled and they said, okay, God, I don't need nothing else. And God said, oh, don't worry about it. Go ahead and settle. I'm about to send somebody else to possess the land. This was God establishing you. This was God accepting you into his kingdom, Sean. I wanted you to bring these people in because I know it's a lot of people going through hardship right now. But it's not a hardship. It's a setup for you to possess the land. Somebody need to type, it's a setup for me to possess the land. It's a setup for Dr. D to possess the land. It's a setup. It's a setup. See, this is how favor works. When God make every person, place, a thing, obey God concerning you. It's a setup for you to possess the land. I sowed so many seeds today. I said, God, you got to order my steps. I said, God, you got to give me provision today. I need direction today. I need you to turn it around today. I need you to bring all of it together. It's time to possess the land. You finna go out. Put your kids in homeschool. They can learn on the go. Stop talking about they got to go to school. Baby, you can go to school online now. Stop making excuses. Obey God. Put your stuff in the storage. Put your stuff in the storage. Go park the car or travel with your car if it's a brand new car. Other than that, believe God with the rental car. Because I'm about to get me a truck. And for those who loading up with Dr. D, we finna go. We finna go possess the land. We finna obey God. I have no clue what I need to do, but I'm finna get to every state that God just told me to go. And if God just told you to get to Texas with Dr. D, you need to get to Texas so you can get in this vehicle with Dr. D because we finna go. And we finna go possess the land. All I can say is keep us covered in the blood. Because we going into the fire. We going into the pits. We going into the mountains. We going into the valleys. We going into the hills. Keep us covered We finna go. So if God's saying, get here, baby, I'm leaving for Chicago. I got to be there by the 16th. So you need to get here by then. We finna go. Bus, van, whatever it take, we going. We leaving. We finna go. Yes, Lord. So this is what's happening. You being evicted because God is saying it's time to go. Where has he told you to go? I got people right now in Texas. They leaving Dallas. They on their way to Austin. I got people was in Dallas, came over here to Katy where I'm at. So when I say God is shifting and bringing everybody together so that we can hit this road, you better get on this train. You better get on this train or stay in your mess. Or stay in your mess. You better get on this train. So I wanted to share that God is sending you out on a mission and on an assignment. We're about to go. And God chose you. Out of all these millions of people who claim to be walking with God, why would he need to choose you over them? Somebody ain't doing something right. If God ain't giving you no instructions, if God ain't talking to you and telling you to do something, are you in good standing with him? Are you in good standing with God? Because God talking to us every day. He just gave us instructions to go somewhere, to get somewhere. Why ain't nobody else moving? Because many were called, but few are being chosen. You one of the few that was chosen. Why hadn't you packed your stuff and left yet? Why hadn't you packed your stuff and left yet? We finna go. So when I say I'm finna be suitcasing, I'm finna be pulling a suitcase and a van. Tasia, go book us the biggest truck that they got. We finna go. I'm finna put all my stuff in storage. I don't need no house right now. I'm finna be on the go. I don't need no house. I'm finna obey God. I'm finna do whatever he want me to do. I don't need no more instructions than what I got. I don't need to know what's gonna happen when I get there. I'm finna get there by faith. And I'm finna trust that whatever happens. And believe me, I'm gonna still be going live because you're gonna have to see the glory of God. He ain't putting me right. I've been hearing that I'm gonna have a teleevangelism show, right? I'm already being televised. Y'all already seeing me online. I'm already viral. People already know me. So you best to believe I'm gonna show y'all what thus said the Lord. Once we get to these destinations, I'm gonna let y'all see what God gonna be doing. Once you obey, this is what happens. You better get to where you need to be, Mama. We've been trying to get you here. I sent Tasia to get you here. That baby would have been here with our kids, and we'd have been on the road. It's time to go. God already done set up a whole school for the kids. Yeah, to be taken care of by somebody who anointed. Yeah, and appointed by God to take care of the kids. Yes, Lord. So I wanted to come in and share that with you all. I'm finna go get up and I already made my boxes. I'm finna start getting rid of clothes. I'm finna go to Nike and go buy as many sweats as I can and some boots. Come on, Danielle. I see you sewing, baby. And I'm finna get ready and go. And I'm finna be suitcasing. Come on now, Vonnie. It's time to go, baby. Just obey God. Just do whatever he's telling you to do. This God saying, I know all them people look like they doing what they supposed to be doing, but I'm giving you instructions. Look at the people who doing the same. Look at the small group of people who doing the same thing. Why is God telling some people to travel and the other people standing still? And I ain't talking about traveling for no conference. They going on assignment. These are missions. And God's sending his powerful children. And you can't let the enemy tell you you ain't old enough. You still battling this. You don't have this. You still smoking and drinking. Don't let the enemy play on you. God don't see nothing but Jesus when he look in your face. You going to have to know that God chose you in this time. And God has need for you in this time. And whoever don't understand it, some of y'all got families. Y'all could just leave the families at home with the kids and say, hey, I'm finna go obey God. I'll be back. This is why God's sending y'all spouses that's understanding to your assignments, to your missions. They're not going to complain. They're not going to think that you're out here cheating. They're not going to think. They're going to be like, obey God. That's why I told y'all the other day, check the person that you with. Are they understanding to what God is doing in your life, what ministry God is calling you to, that God is about to use you worldwide, that it's time for you to travel. This is why God is sending a lot of y'all truckers, because they travel a lot and you have to be understanding to them being gone. That's why a lot of us connecting with the truckers. We're getting in relationships with them because they understand they on the road, you on the road. And just know that this thing that you sacrificing, that God can restore it and bring it back. This is what's funny. You gotta sacrifice it to say you ain't gotta have it, that you rather have Jesus, right? But God gonna fix it and bring it right back to you because it was meant for you the whole time. You just had to sacrifice it. Because you don't want to sacrifice it is why God can't fix it and restore it. You're going to have to be willing to give it up for God to give it to you. This is called giving and receiving. You got to give that relationship he just told you was yours to God. You got to give that promotion that he just told you was yours to God. And when you come and obey God, God going to cause it to turn around for you. He going to cause restoration. This was going to make God see that you're ready for it because you're going to be willing to sacrifice it. What are you not willing to give to God? That's God saying you can't have it. Soon as you sacrifice God for this spouse, this job, or this house, or whatever it is that you want, soon as you sacrifice it, everything that you got gonna fall apart. Everything gonna crumble. Because this is you choosing it over God. So that means God can't protect it when you in disobedience. So the enemy come in and steal, kill, and destroy. When I say it's gonna be accidents, when I say it's gonna be unexpected deaths, when I say stuff is about to get, you gonna be like, what happened? Stuff start falling apart. And it's because sometimes stuff gotta fall apart in order for you to obey God. She said it's already happening. You better obey God. That's because you was about to choose something else over God. We don't put nothing over God. Hold on. What did Jack say? What's wrong, Jack? What's going on? You don't have to understand what good and bad is. It's just understanding whatever God needs to do to fulfill his plan is that what you may think is good may not be good to God. For instance, I thought buying my kids everything and spoiling them and giving them what they want, I thought that was a good thing. To God, he don't care nothing about that. So what we think is good is not good to God. We think sitting up under our kids and pacifying them and giving them everything and doing everything for them, we think that this is a good thing. We think this is love. To God, it is not good. This is why some of y'all need to be taught how to be a woman, a mother, and a wife. Because some of the stuff that we have been taught through our generations have not been of God. And a lot of stuff we do is based off feelings and emotions. And that's why the world messed up now, because everybody got a feeling and everybody got emotions, and we feel like this hurt, and we feel like you don't need to do this, and you hurt my feelings, and you shouldn't have did that because you hurt their feelings. God don't care nothing about that. This is why I've been teaching people how to separate their feelings from their emotions. God don't care about your feelings and emotions. As a prophet, you cannot have feelings and emotions. This is why I can come on here and say the stuff that I say and don't feel no type of way. Because I had to learn how to get out of my own way and obey God's will. And once you start walking with him, you'll find out his will ain't half or like your will. He won't do half of what you think he's supposed to do. Like right now, some of y'all think God's supposed to give you money to pay your light bill. If he don't want you to stay there anymore, he's not going to pay the light bill. He's not going to give you money. You going to feel like that's low down and that's wrong. And the first thing you're going to say is, I read my Bible every day. I pray every day. I've been doing everything God been telling me, and he won't even pay my light bill. I'm not going to pay for nothing, and I don't want you to stay there. So it's just understanding God. And once you start understanding him, you start understanding that a whole lot of stuff we do, God ain't pleased of it. Yeah, he don't care nothing about you leaving your family or your kids or he don't care that your baby daddy don't take care of your kids. He don't care about the baby mama not letting you see the kids. That's why I be telling y'all to go read Abraham, because the fact that he told Abraham to listen to his wife. Some of y'all get mad at y'all daddy's wives and stuff. Y'all get mad at the girlfriend. Oh, he choosing her over him. Did you not hear that God told Abraham to listen to his wife and to kick his first son out of their house and send them off into the woods somewhere? So the fact that the Bible says that God told Abraham to listen to his wife about not taking care of the kids that he had before you, he had with your mama before his kids. You got to understand there are ordained children and there are children out of wedlock that was never supposed to exist. So even though they existed, God said, I'll bless them. I'll make their name great. How? You got to obey me. So your kids cursed. For one, they weren't supposed to be here. But because they here, I'll bless them according to your obedience. This is why obedience better than sacrifice. So when people come out here talking about my baby daddy, my mama, my this, my dad, baby, God don't care nothing about none of them. He don't care if you don't never see them again. This why some of y'all can't leave y'all parents. So when he commanded the unaliving of babies in 1 Samuel, okay, let's talk about this because you and your feelings and your emotions. It's some witches and warlocks out here, right? That's what we battling right now. We got witches and warlocks and, narcissists. They trying to date the chosen people. They sent to destiny swapping to steal, kill, and destroy and to prevent us from walking in purpose. Now, I want you to listen to me when I lay this out for you, because it's your feelings and your emotions that's getting in the way of what God want to do through you. And if you just sacrifice those feelings and emotions, so we got people out here that literally serve Satan, that do witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo. They create children to do this same stuff. Like we have literally moms and dads out here that sacrifice chickens and goats, like they were taught these things, and they have children and they teach these people their what you call that? They teach it their religions. They teach it to them. And now you got other children, you got children growing up praying on your godly kids, hurting them. Now I will get to them. And now you got other children, you got children growing up praying on your godly kids, hurting them. Now I will stop praying if you don't want God to do nothing about it. Why you think we having all these natural disasters? Why you think families being wiped out right now? Stop praying if you don't want to hurt nobody. Because the righteous prayers availeth much. It's people out here teaching their kids how to do tarot cards, how to operate with crystals and stuff. This called witchcraft, baby. So when we start talking about so he just destroying whole families, baby, wipe the whole family off so they won't destroy my children. When it's time for them to come up to serve God, wipe the whole family out. Wash them away. Destroy every altar. Do you know what that means? That means it's a flood on the way. That means it's a hurricane on the way. That means it's a tornado coming. Y'all around here praying, talking about destroy every altar. Y'all around here sending it back to the sender. What you think that means? Suffer not a witch to live. That's what that means. You so focused on he destroying whole families, baby. Listen, people are having kids just so they can teach them how to be narcissists, just so they can teach them how to be Jezebels, to come and take over the kingdom of God, to come and steal, kill, and destroy the children of God who are raising up. Don't you know it's people that are raised to destroy us? What you think the occult is? Why you think all these families making sorority sister? I'm talking about everybody in the family, in a fraternity or a sorority, the whole family. Baby, this witchcraft. So yeah, when you start quoting all them scriptures, baby, what were they doing? Why did he destroy all of them? And their lineages, their generations. Because even if you get rid of the mama and the daddy, guess what? The kids saw the mama and the daddy doing witchcraft. They saw them lighting candles. They saw them speaking to demons. They saw them using crystals. They saw them putting names on pieces of paper and wearing them in their shoe. I had people in my ministry that told me they used to write their sister's name on a piece of paper and stick it in their shoe. You got people who write names on papers and put them in bottles. I was dating somebody who was supposed to come marry me. And when I released him, I saw his name on a piece of paper and somebody stuck it in a freezer. It's people doing witchcraft, baby. So you mean to tell me we just supposed to let them live with us? So when you quote that scripture, make sure you quote the scripture that says, suffer not a witch to live. Because I want you to uproot everyone that's coming up against me and my ministry. I stay on the wall, returning the sender. Every word curse and every fiery dart, blowing out candles. Sending the wind of God to destroy every altar. Releasing the fire of God to come and burn up their sheds. So don't come talking to me about no God that destroys the yoke.
Money coming to me now.
The baby said money coming to us now. Don't come tell me about my God who protected me. And because you don't know how to be protected because your feelings and emotions. So I would say, get out your feelings and emotions and stop coming up against what God is doing. Stop coming up against what God doing. See, I told y'all, we're not fighting just the enemy. You attacking Christians. You being attacked by Christians who don't understand what God doing. That they know earthly good because all they got is reading the Bible and don't even understand it. The first thing I would have said, well, what made him wash out them and the kids? Why did he destroy them and the kids? That's the first thing I would have thought. I wouldn't have been sitting there like, oh, why did he hurt the babies? No. What did they do? What were they doing? Because he don't just destroy people that's doing what they supposed to do. But he does destroy witchcraft. He does rebuke the devourer. He does loose every stronghold. Now, I wants to be free. I don't want to be walking around, got to worry about people sticking stuff inside of me. People making dolls with our faces on it, sticking stuff inside of dolls, attacking us. And we praying, God, what is this? We destroying every altar, every yoke, every word curse, every fiery dart. What you praying for? And when God started destroying the people, you want to cry. See, this military that we running, yeah, it ain't for everybody. Yeah, only the strong survive. Just go sit on the sideline like y'all been doing. I'm clearing the way for my kids. Yeah, they won't meet a narcissist. They won't be attached to a Jezebel. Yeah, they won't get fiery darts and word curses sent their way. Yeah, they'll be loosed. I don't know about your house, but we gonna be loosed. And I'll go to war for mine. Some of y'all will go to war the wrong way for y'all kids, baby. I'm going to war for mine. Armor up, suit up, a tent hood, about face, march. I'm going to war for mine. That's how much love I got for mine. That's how much love I got for mine. Because y'all claim y'all love y'all because y'all go up to the school arguing with demons. Now, I don't argue with demons. I destroy them. I uproot. I call demons to convert back to God. Yeah, they start bowing and repenting, playing with Dr. D. And we just going out, slaying them, saying what thus saith the Lord, with boldness, confidence, and courage. Yeah. That way. Now run on up out this room because this ain't the one. For those of you who sowing, thank you all for sowing and obeying God today. I wanted to come in and share with it. I'm going to come back on and do the millionaire mindset. I just felt the need that I needed to share what God is doing in many of you all's lives. This is why y'all need to start packing y'all bags and leave. Don't get left behind. God chose you. And he didn't choose you because you were perfect. He chose you while you were still in your mess, needing to be healed and delivered. Just thank God that you're a part of the number. Come on now, Sharice. We ain't playing over here. So I'm going to come back and do the millionaire mindset shift. I'm finna get ready and go to the school, and I'm finna go get all their paperwork so I can upload their documents so that they can start school January the 1st. And I'm finna get ready and put my stuff in storage. And I'm finna go everywhere God tell me to go. I'm going to be willing and obedient so I can eat the good of the land. So I love you all. Have an amazing day. God is good. I'll see you later on for the Millionaire Mindset Shift. Bye. Get ready and go, mama.